Nigerian Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, has publicly admitted he never received a degree certificate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Now, this revelation came in a sworn court affidavit where the minister confirmed the university never issued him a certificate despite completing his studies in 1985. Now, the admission appears to validate a 2-year investigation that alleged the academic and NYSC certificates he presented for his ministerial appointment were forgeries. Now, this controversy emerged when a federal high court in Abuja dismissed the minister's request to block the university from releasing his academic records. Despite the serious allegations, the Senate confirmed this year his nomination just last year, and he has remained in office ever since. Now, this development has sparked major outrage, with civil society groups calling for his immediate suspension and a full investigation. Well, for more perspectives about the allegation of certificate forgery against Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology and the need to restore confidence in the process of appointing top political officials, Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday. Such a pertinent issue because this speaks to our education system. This speaks to the importance of NYSC and a university degree for political holders within Nigeria. What are your thoughts on how this issue is being handled at this time? Would you call would you call the way it's been handled as levity, or it's been tackled with all the seriousness that is necessary?
Well, you see, it's so surprising that but for the court evidence, the court affidavit in which he was defending himself, one would have thought there was need for clarification, for confirmation that it could be misinformation. But this is a very dreadful situation that questions the entire integrity of our selection process for ministerial posts. Because you see, at times one has sounded a bit sarcastic when you say that it's not proper for senators to just ask those being interviewed or those selected to just take a bow and go. This has shown the futility of such a process now, that it does not ensure that we have the best hands, and it does not ensure that we are probing the background of those who put in positions of honor, such as that of a minister. And look at even the Ministry of Technology and Science and Innovation. That is the key ministry that is supposed to drive all our endeavors, both infrastructural, educational, health-wise, and all that. We have to use innovation and technology to drive everything. And then we have in place a person who cannot even present a first-degree certificate. It is outrageous. It is, I would say, almost barbaric. But here we are. The minister, there is a notice somewhere that is about to address a press conference at 2 o'clock today. Maybe we should still give him some benefit of doubt. But it is bad enough as it is, because the court statement is there. If the court statement were not there, that is what trying to stop the university from releasing its papers and trying to stop so many other things, one would have said it was more of fiction. But this is an open admission. But I won't judge a man before his trial. Do you get me? So I will still caution that we wait till he has the press conference, which is scheduled for 2 p.m. We're almost there. Let's leave it at that for now.
And to your point, that press conference that's coming at 2 p.m., I'm curious as to what you'll be watching for, what you expect him to say, and also just what the general repercussions of this event will be.
Well, I will, if I want to be sympathetic with him, I will want him to show at the press conference his original certificate for the degree in biochemistry or microbiology. You get me? If he says that, he will save face. But as it is, the damage is done because the university has disowned him. The vice chancellor of the university has disowned him. And you see, I was trying to probe the background in the media. You run against a block. You tried. You run against a block on its background. I thought the UNAG that I know, the engineers, technologies, and so on, but I mean, his own background is different. For somebody who's in charge of science, technology, and innovation, you will be maybe somebody first class scientist or a geologist or a doctor and things like that. But I am amazed that we have a minister of science, technology, who does not even have a first degree. It is a sad commentary on the way we select people and the way we manage our affairs.
Now, Mr. Dayo, you know, I would always say that when we have conversations like this, it often sets precedents for the future of what handling a situation like this would be. But what I find really interesting is Uche Naji, that is the current Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, is not the first person to be embroiled in this. We have Kemi Adeosun was a very similar case. Adebayo Shitu, the former Minister of Communication, he was also accused of failing to participate in the one-year mandatory service. Olubumi Tunji Ojo, Minister of Interior, same situation. Stella Odua, the former Minister of Aviation and Senator representing Anambra North. Now, in Kemi Adeosun's case, we obviously saw that resignation, and eventually in 2021, the court saying that she was exempted in some way because of her citizenship and the time that she was going to go on. But as to the ethical situation with regards to that issue was never truly addressed. So when we see cases like this, they come, they go. They come, they go. What is the reality of this bringing any actual action, such as a removal or ideally a resignation for this incident, when in fact it's not something that is new? It happens a lot, but I mean, I hate to say this, but even our president at some point was embroiled in a similar situation. So what is the reality of any tangible action that will then show accountability and responsibility happening if this is just one of those issues that happens in the Nigerian space?
If you allow us to discuss it, I will say something.
Oh, of course we are.
Because you've gone at length. This is a case that is unfolding. The fact that we have not taken concrete action in the past should not deprive us of the opportunity to look at this candidly.
So you think we're going to start today?
This is in these other cases, people who are coming out to defend themselves. But in this particular instance, the investigators, they've been at this for about 2 years. So it is not something that dropped out of the skies. And I'm giving him benefit of doubt because, you see, we presume a man innocent until found guilty. So he will have the press conference, then we will know more. And the fact that so many people have done it in the past and have gotten away with it does not mean that government cannot act on what is so apparent and brazenly fraudulent. It is the duty of government to act on it. No matter how many have been able to jump the boat and go scot-free, but here the context is different. Yes, the context is different. So let us face it, it is an abnormally disgraceful thing for a minister in charge of science and technology not to have even a first degree and to be claiming to have one and to be trying to stop the university from releasing information to the public. This may end up as a prosecution if care is not taken, and I hope it does, because if you are taking all of us for a ride all along, including the presidency and the legislature, it should be made to face the music squarely in the court of law. But let's tarry a while, wait for 2 o'clock when he has his press conference.
Which is about 15 minutes.
Yes.
And, you know, to Kachi's point, she listed out all of these other officials who've gone through this. I'm curious if you'd want to talk about the psychology of it. What goes into someone with such a public profile thinking it's okay to even take on this kind of role without having a real degree? Is this because if I'm, I'm just thinking if it was me, I wouldn't necessarily want to be in such a public profile if I don't even have the degree to back it up. Why are they doing this?
Let me look into your fears. You see, it must be a very brave mind. You get me? Almost criminal to know that you do not have what it takes to be here, and you are there day in, day out for 2 years. It must be a very bold, audacious person. I won't say criminal, but you see, people are ambitious. People seek power, and they think they can. You don't know how he got. See, he's been in politics for some time, and many of these other people, we found out. You mentioned Kemi something. You go and find out this. Somebody brought her in. You get me? And they thought they could cook up the NYSC thing, and it leaked. So see, you should be giving kudos to the private investigators, premium time. I don't want to mention the name, but premium times should give kudos to them. They are persistent. They put obstacles on their path, but they kept on plodding until they got to this stage. And then they finally made the full revelation when they got the court document. The court document is like a public document, and it is just signed to by the minister.
Yeah.
So if I see what you are saying, if I am in this sort of position, I will be thinking of a way to escape or bolt. You get me? But it takes an audacious mind to do this sort of thing and still be hanging around. Claiming innocence.
Before we, let you go, obviously you're speaking to the fact that this should be penalized.
Yes.
So looking at the elements of crime, which is a guilty mind and a guilty act, actus reus mens rea.
That's what she was trying to fathom out.
Exactly. So you're saying this is
this is what she was trying to fathom out.
This is absolutely a crime and should be treated as such, is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that yet. Don't put words into my mouth.
No, that's how I
said the minister will address a press conference and hopefully it will prove all of us wrong.
But this NYSC thing, that's a whole other conversation. A lot of Nigerian youths have complained about the fact that is NYSC still necessary, especially if you consider
that should not be for today.
No, but I would like to just
I did national service 50 years, over 50 years ago.
Yes.
I did national service, and I'm proud that I did it. I know what it exposed me to.
Oh, what did it expose you to?
To know my country.
Oh, okay.
To know other parts of the country. You didn't do national service?
Of course I did.
What did it
100%.
expose you to?
That's a great question.
You asked me.
That's
you
a
just
great
asked
question.
me.
What did it expose you to?
I answered you. It
exposed you to Nigeria?
Yes.
I see.
Hitherto, I never crossed, I never went beyond maybe Ibadan. But I did it in Maiduguri. Where did you do yours?
I did my
movie, Sabondale. You don't movie, former Northeast.
I exposed you
so
to...
leave NYC. It's not a time for NYC. Let this minister hopefully clear himself.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dayo Sobowale, for your time. It's so important for every Nigerian youth to know Nigeria. That's very important.